All teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
What's up, old man?
So out come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up. And leading them out in his 6th season in the league now is their quarterback.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose. And the Cowboys scoop it up. And what a way to begin the scoring, Brock, as they take it back.
Let's go.
The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Step 1 is just making the hit, Brock. Step 2, trying to knock the football out with that hit, and they were even fortunate enough to get to step 3, weren't they? Taking that fumble all the way back for a touchdown.
And just look at them. I love the joy.
Yep.
A unit that doesn't get to celebrate in the end zone all too often, they will welcome the chance to be the guys running it in for a change. Cue up the group celebration, and boys, go enjoy the moment.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Well, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Robinson sets in motion left. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Oh, baby, he gets rocked and the ball is out. And the Cowboys scoop it up.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State 4th-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Spinning his way into space. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge of that green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Dowdle crosses the goal line for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Well, Brock, it could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically.
It'll be different this year.
To be found defensively.
Whole new team.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And they steal it back on the return.
They can't hold the damn ball, man.
13.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys at Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got 2 things on their mind. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
Now we're on the counter. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a 20-zip lead. Not even 2 minutes in, Brock, and they've already got 2 touchdowns up on that scoreboard.
Okay, even by the standard the elite offense set every season, this is some incredibly fast-paced scoring to begin a game. They got off the bus ready to roll full speed from the start.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys push their lead to 21-zip already. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
From the gun, it's Tracy. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Taken in by Bellinger. And he'll go down after fighting his way into the 32.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Throwing his lock. Escapes out to the left. He's running for it. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Lock to throw it. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Giants will have a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Malik Hooker with the tackle. 5 yards makes the hole a little smaller. It's going to be 3rd and 14 coming up.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Pass cut by Tracy. Oh, no, he lost control of another one. And the Cowboys scoop it up.
You know, they like to say about sports, it's 90% mental.
They really
right
can't
now with this
hold
runner,
on
after
to it.
3 fumbles, it's 100% mental. You got to hang on to the football. It's in his head right now, and it just can't happen.
The Cowboys offense headed out there. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, wow, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand. Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Again on 2nd and 10, Prescott. He puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it deep downfield. The lateral goes haywire. It's out. And it's kicked out by the Giants. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
I'll go back to them.
I love that effort, Kate. Look at it. Never giving up on the play. Over a 50-yard gain, and he punches it loose just in the nick of time. Instead of what was looking like a touchdown, now is a 1st and 10 for his offense.
Cowboys rushing in, and they bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Take a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't.
Man, we should have never got rid of
If you're gonna
Michael
close this
Parsons.
gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
Running this with Trick. Wow, it's free again. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. Locke looking to throw. Flush down out to his left. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
He's got this at the 27. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. Terrific return here, 24 yards. And the Cowboys will take over with some excellent field position. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he stopped at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
He has it at the 5! And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. He's on the move. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Cowboys were running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. It's a Dak Prescott touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end brought the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys grow their lead yet again. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. No, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right? At a young age, you're always coaching those guys. Hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
He's contained at the line for no gain. Bobby Okereke making that stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Dak now from the gun. Off the mark there, incomplete pass. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Here's Dak. Caught by his back. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
They're going for it. Here's Prescott. Buying some time right. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on 4th down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A give right side to Tracy. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. From the 23. Cowboys rushing in, and they bring him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, look, beyond having to pick yourself off the ground over and over again, all of these sacks in this first quarter have led to so much disruption. Kate, what do you often?
Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. All right, this is a little bit odd. I think in most spots we'd expect to see them decline the call, take the lost yards and down.
All I can think of here is they've got some extreme confidence, maybe hubris in their defense to make a similar type of play.
Uh-oh, it's loose. Live ball inside the end zone. Oh, no, and it bounces out of their own end zone. That's going to be a safety.
What I want. Thank you.
Sometimes simply as a quarterback, you can feel a defense. Right? You could just close your
And
eyes
I get the
and
ball.
you can feel them.
Thank
I
you.
promise you, after that last sack, that defense was hunting. They knew what was on the line. They had a chance to go put points on the scoreboard, and that sack for the safety, it does just that.
Free kick out of bounds.
So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
I got you, CD. Come on, CD Lane.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Deep drop this time. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. The intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. So it's 2nd down coming up. Play action, Prescott. Flushed out of the pocket. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10, Prescott. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again is Dak. He's trying another one deep. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Spins out of one stop. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys blowing them out in this opening quarter. CeeDee Lamb with the touchdown. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys continue piling onto this lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. A whole lot. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the 34. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Cowboys scoop it up.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That 2nd and 3rd level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
The Cowboys and CeeDee Lamb headed back out on offense. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you could go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
They pitch it out to him here. Escapes a defender. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Micah McFadden able to make the play. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Back to the well again. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Going to the ground again on first. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys tack on 7 more to their lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. Wow, it's free again! And they steal it back on the return.
Give me that shit.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. But when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
They send a tight end in motion. On first down, they'll run. He cuts it back, and he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys ballooning the first half lead even further. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one. The last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop. Because a broken tackle can mean a touchdown.
Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Giants about to get to work on offense. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. They send a receiver in motion right. A handoff to Tracy. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop it behind the line.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Okay. Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
The Giants are set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. On him quick. And they got on top of it. Wow, no turnover. That's a touchdown. The Cowboys making this a laugher before halftime. Oh, man, that was awesome, Brock. First the race toward the punter to get the block, and then another race to get on top of the block kick for 6.
And when you block that punt, Kate, you do have a numbers advantage and a ferocity advantage because you know you've got an opportunity to put points on the board as well. That group wasn't just satisfied to get home and block the punt. They want to put points on the scoreboard.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys continue adding on to that lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 2. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Now here comes the New York offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one's stopped for a loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Back now, pressure on its way. Throw left is intercepted. Donovan Wilson picks it on. And the Cowboys take possession down inside the 30 after the interception. Great team defense here. Got to him right as he was about to let that football fly, Brock, and the hit leads to a pick by their safety.
And an easy pick at that one, Kate. Not taking anything away from who actually intercepted it, but that turnover was all about the guys up front. And one thing I love about today's game and analytics, we got more than just sacks. We can keep...
And they fake the spike. They're going to throw it. Dumps it off to his running back. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Cordell Flott there on the stop. And he fakes the spike. Escapes the pocket. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. I'm just taking a guess here, Brock, that they were so concerned with his passing prowess that they forgot this dude can deal quite a bit of damage with his legs, too.
Yeah, this is where offenses in the NFL are blurring with the college game. They want guys running the show who can light it up through the air, but just as often torch you on the ground.
And he is into the end zone. Frontalis touchdown. The Cowboys parlay the interception into points. And yet again, he's made a trip to the end zone, his 5th on the ground. And now just one more return visit away from tying that NFL single-game record. Aubrey good on the point after. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. He's going to field this at the 2. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Cowboys rushing in, and they bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. Here's Locke. Escapes his... Oh, no! Ball's loose! Ball's loose in the end zone! And a defender's on it! This is a touchdown! The Cowboys grow their lead off the turnover. As soon as that football hit the ground, Brock, we were just waiting to see, would it be 2, would it be 6? Who's going to get on it? It all came down to who jumped on it first.
Yeah, and in that mad race to the football, Kate, it was 6 points that won out. They were alert. As soon as they hit it and forced that ball out, quick to get on it before anybody on offense could try to salvage things and limit that significant damage.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. This is taken in at the 13. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. The Giants offense all set to get started. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This is one of those moments that I am just at a loss for words. We just saw a record-tying 12th sack in this ball game. It really is on two sides of it. On one side of it offensively, well, this has been impossible to block these guys. But, Kate, I have got to celebrate.
Finds a seam. Left side is off to the races. To the 10. He will go. Touchdown, New York. The Giants start to fight back with their first points of this game. Pressure off left, and it's blocked.
No,
I
sir.
can feel the anger all the way up here, Kate. They did not like giving up the big play, the lengthy touchdown. And they decided to release a little bit of that frustration via the special teams. That juice, that energy, you could feel it. It overwhelmed there and led to the block.
After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And there it is. He just kept choosing to go backward, partner. And now he's all the way in his own end zone for a safety. Cannot believe it.
I need to score some more. Come
I
on.
sense some indecisiveness in what he was doing on that return right there,
Well,
Brock.
I think you sensed correct. Listen, you take it out of the end zone on return, you better burn the boats. No looking back. You retreat back towards that goal line, well, you're putting yourself in serious danger.
The Giants and Darius Slayton with the football once again. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. We'll have them gain about a handful there. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop. Back to the line they go. It's second down. They'll go left side with Tracy. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought down by Deron Bland.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Here's Tracy once more. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. Jamie Gillen on now to punt. And he's going to try to avoid having a second one blocked here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fields this at the 19. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. They've got first down from the 31. Prescott here from the gun. He beams one deep right side. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. The Cowboys boat racing them to the halftime locker room. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Taken in by Bellinger.
I might have hit that quarterback after he threw it.
Down. This one should be on the defense.
Yep.
Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Won't make the play on that one. It hits the deck, incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So second down coming up. Locked to throw it. Has his man, it's Tracy. Wow, it's free again. Oh, heads up play from the Giants there. They get to the loose ball and make the recovery. So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough third down here. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillen on again for the punt. Kevontae Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. The Cowboys and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. And I'd say the... drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun is Prescott. He lets one fly deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys boat racing them to the halftime locker room. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Aubrey Good on the point after. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Giants take over now late in this first half. And we'll see if they try to establish some positive momentum before halftime here, Brock, or if they just choose to head off and lick their wounds. To throw, here's Locke. The screen pass falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And it sets up 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
2nd and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Well, that play didn't work out too well. Looks like they're going ground game now. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you.
Our apologies to the halftime performers and anyone hoping for a quick snack break. Nope, not this time. We're pushing right through and getting the 3rd quarter started. Return starts from the 16. He stopped on the return at the 27.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see... They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. This is ahead for about 5. Bobby Okereke making that stop. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here's 2nd and 5. Ferguson's got it, complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. First down, here's Dak. This is complete. Jalen Tolbert. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Giants and Drew Lock ready to go again on offense. And there's a couple of moments we're seeing here that I think he's not going to want to be reminded of after this game. Turnovers have just interrupted his performance in this one. Made it really tough for him and this team to get into and stay in any kind of rhythm. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing his lock. Wow, it's free again! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make him bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. 3rd and long for him here. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So out now comes the punter. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. That's taken in at the 42. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now a give on the counter. He's got to gain a 6 there. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. We managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Dak now from the gun. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Catch made by Cooks. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys trying to end this before the final quarter. So sensational skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And they'll continue adding to their... Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The visitors returning their offense and this running back to the field. And while we watch these offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Locked down. He's got Bellinger. And that's good for a gain of 5. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. The give to Tracy up the middle. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Locke looking to throw. Wow, it's free again! And the Cowboys scoop it up. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Cowboys capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
I think he disappeared. I haven't heard nothing from him for a while.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So a quality return, but you're going to have to wipe away some of it as they get caught for holding along the way. Throwing now from the gun. Wow, it's free again! And the Cowboys scoop it up. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
No, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. put together a game that everyone's happy with.
And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. And they'll throw this instead, trying to catch him off guard. Throw is caught by the back. Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
Gay's kick is good. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now this offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tracy. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 27. Pass cut by Tracy. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. It's Tracy on the carry. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They'll come to the line.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Lock. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Punt team on the field. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Looking to return from the 29. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Prescott will look to throw. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. A 4th for him in this game, and 1 more ties the record. That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Another drive coming up for this offense. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the 3rd. Shotgun. Wow, it's free again. And the Cowboys scoop it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now following the turnover. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys grow their lead off the turnover. From Sid Luckman in 1943 to Drew Brees in 2015. We've had 8 quarterbacks throw 7 touchdowns in one game, and now we have a 9th who's accomplished that feat as his dominance over this defense continues. That one right down the middle, and they'll continue adding to their lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And look at this return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go. Here's Locke to the air. He's got him. That's Tracy. And he's tackled for a short gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. On now comes their punter. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. He has it at the 22. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. They've got first down from the 31. Prescott here from the gun. He lets a heater go deep, middle. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Well, with that score right there, Brock, he has reached one of the pinnacles of playing quarterback here in the NFL. The most touchdown passes in a single game.
And I can promise you, after this game, he's going to do... I remember Peyton and Marvin having a back and forth after breaking a record. Neither of them wanted the ball because they knew it took all of them. And I promise you, after the game at the podium, he'll say the same thing today. It's his name in the record book, but this is an offensive explosion for a day.
Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The offense getting set to go. I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Trying an option here, play to the left. And he's brought down for a loss. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here's Locke. Dumped off to his running back. Pushing it up past the 30.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness.
Their punter making his way out now. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Takes this in at the 25. He spins right by him. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop it, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Another carry for him. And he has enough room to gain about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here. And they're going to throw. No spike. Trying to catch him off guard. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Dallas. And that is his 4th touchdown reception of the game. And if you wonder how rare that is, only a couple of active players have ever achieved it in their careers. And it's been done less than 50 times in league history. That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. Wow, it's free again! And they steal it back on the return. Before he can really... to force the fumble and take away possession.
When you get that fumble inside the 20, it means one thing, Kate. Those guys were running with hair on fire. In fact, if you watch a lot of these special teams and kickoff units, you will see them running down the field on touchbacks. It's almost like they're sprinting to the finish line. They sprinted, and they took the ball away to boot.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Is in. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys continue adding to an insurmountable lead. What do you say we set up a picnic chair in there for him, saving some time, partner? That is the 6th time that he's run one in this game. And that earns him a well-deserved piece in the record book alongside Alvin Kamara, whose single-game mark he's just tied. Aubrey good on the point after. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now outruns their offense to take over. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Lock to throw it. Gets this to Slayton. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 31. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. Looking for the back that time. And now it's 3rd and short. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Pulled in at the 20. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The home team's headed back out on offense. Ball at the 33 for first down. Here's a give up the middle. Has a hole left, room to run. At the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys throwing 6 more on the blowout. Well, he had a date with history, and now that football, and heck, maybe the jersey too, they've got a date with Canton and the Hall of Fame. That is a new single-game record for rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, I think I'm going to keep this credential. How about you, partner?
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
This has been awesome, right at the intersection of luck and skill. The luck and the good fortune to get so many opportunities, but then that skill to deliver time after time after time.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Back now, pressure on its way. Has his man, it's Tracy. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line. Offense to the line for 2nd down. To throw, here's Locke. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up. They're throwing it. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Punting unit out now. And they could really use a good one here. I'm going to give this guy a break as he sends his 10th punt away. It's taken at midfield. Oh, putting him in the spin cycle. And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he... The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
He finds some space again. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys are running them out of the building. And he's done it so many times before in just this game, Brock. There he is again in the end zone leading that celebration.
I think they're running out of ways to celebrate.
I think so, too.
Right? They work on these things. They love these celebrations. But, my gosh, he's made a habit of visiting the end zone. And it's his effort, it's his want to, it's his will that has carried this offense forward for much of the game.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Dump off caught by his back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Motioning the tight end now. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Trayvon Diggs has got it.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. 1st down. Here's Dak. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Again on 2nd and 10. Prescott forced out to his right. He's got it near the 10. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. If only every game could go like this for him, right? He's been fed targets, and it seems like he's not just been able to bring them in, but he's been making good things happen every time he gets that football.
I'm having Marvin Harrison flashbacks right now, Kate. Being on the sidelines, watching that guy work, and in games like this, moments like this, where you can't feed him enough because that defense just simply has no answers.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. The throw is caught. And in for the Dallas touchdown. As he nabs another touchdown, Brock. I got to ask you, the former QB, is this the point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have one touchdown today are coming over you and saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kate. Like, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Pushing it up past the 30. And he'll go out at the 35-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Throwing his lock. Gets it to him on the screen. Wow, it's free again! And the Cowboys scoop it up.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. And with that run, he's eclipsed Adrian Peterson's mark of 296 rushing yards. And with it, set a new single-game benchmark for what it means to run the football well. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. They give it to him again. Crosses the goal line for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys continue adding to an insurmountable lead. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 2. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now here comes the New York offense. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, got to play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Lock looking to throw. Wow, it's free again! And the Cowboys scoop it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Oh boy, Brock, some very unfortunate deja vu offensively here. This is exactly how their lax drive came to an end too.
Yeah, bummer for the offense, but exactly what the defense has worked on this week. Right, they find those ball security culprits and they take advantage of them. They study that tape, Kate, all week long, looking to see who's loose with the football and where the...
He's got it deep downfield. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Cowboys throwing 6 more on the blowout. For the point after, here's Aubrey. They flip it to the kicker. He breaks a tackle, and he isn't going to reach the end zone. But hey, if that's the only thing that goes wrong, this game has been A-OK. The 2-point try fails. Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. So here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Locked down. Short pass brought in. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
This finds Singletary. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Lock. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Cowboys offense will take over beyond their own 40. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Throwing all the way to the end zone. Big gain downfield. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Cowboys are running them out of the building. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. The 5th of the game for him, tying the NFL single-game record. Aubrey good on the point after. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. And he loses control of the interception in the end zone. Could have taken away some potential points, but instead, new life, 3rd down. Off the play fake, hits Prescott. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Chased out to his right. He finds it beyond the marker. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Cowboys continue adding to an insurmountable lead. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His 6th of the game. That's the first NFL player to catch that many in one contest. Wow. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Giants offense all set to get started. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get the football inside the enemy 40.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Cowboys throwing 6 more on the blowout. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Their offense running back out now. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And the Cowboys scoop it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them, Kate's going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now.
He spins into the clear. And he's out a yard or two shy of the 15. A gain of 27 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. Working inside the red zone. Oh, he's calling his own number again. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And they weren't afraid to keep running up that score to the point that records came and went on the way to victory. Their point total, Brock, actually eclipsed the old record of 72 points in a game, which was held by Washington since 1966. Now a new record stands, one of the great offensive showings we have ever seen. So for Brock Ewart, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.